Hey there, Central Ohio. Thanks for joining us here on 10 TV Plus. I'm meteorologist Michael Behrens.
And I'm Breana Albizu. Michael, the cool down is finally here.
Yes, it felt so wonderful this morning.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, it almost felt like fall last night when we got home yesterday afternoon.
Yeah.
It was cool. It wasn't humid. There was a bit of a breeze.
Probably had a sunset going on
too.
too.
What is this season? It's not July anymore.
I mean, I brought out the sweater dress right away. I'm basically fall vibes, and I will take it.
And I mean, it's not just like we're getting one day of this either.
Right.
I mean, we've got multiple days, low humidity, cool temperatures, sunshine.
And we got a lot of events going on, so we got to take advantage.
I mean, this is perfect weather to get out and do any of those events this weekend, and really just to get out and enjoy no matter what you have going on. And finally, a nice stretch
This
of
is great.
weather.
I like this. And on a Friday, too.
On a Friday,
We'll
too.
take
I mean,
it.
we absolutely deserve this after the weather we've had through parts of July. Weather impact headlines for today, about as good as you can get them. Cool mornings out there through the weekend and into next week. Great afternoons, including sunshine and fairly comfortable temperatures. Plenty of weather to get out and enjoy. Again, hard to ask for better weather this time of the year. You're just not going to get many stretches like we have here across the region heading into this afternoon. When it comes to what we're seeing out there, it's a little bit hazy out there. We had some Canadian wildfire smoke kind of coming through. Not a lot, but enough to make things hazy. But it is most definitely comfortable across central Ohio. Take a look at where we woke up this morning. We're talking temperatures in the 50s. It has been a while since we've seen things this cool. 58 below this morning in Columbus, 54 in Marion, 57 in Lancaster. It was a very comfortable start to the day. And that pattern will continue into the afternoon. In fact, our highs today only expected to make our way to the upper 70s later today with plenty of sunshine. It is a perfect afternoon for this time of the year. Not too hot, not too cold, and thankfully not humid either. In fact, take a look at the dew points out there. We'll show you those in a second. If you're heading outside this afternoon, keep in mind, again, sunshine. It's going to feel comfortable, but you will still need the sunscreen. UV index up there to a level 9, which means very high. You need to wear the sunscreen and, of course, cover up the exposed skin if you're going to be outside for long. These are the dew points that I was talking about. I just wanted to get to them sooner than I had them in my show because look how nice these are. We were talking dew points earlier in the day in the 40s across central Ohio. Not only is that not humid air, that's dry air. That is very comfortable air, the type of stuff that makes you want to throw the windows up and turn the AC off. It's going to be a nice weekend to do that across the region. In fact, even as we head into the afternoon, dew points are expected to be in the 50s at the highest, which again, still very comfortable air, about as good as you can ask for this time of the year in the Midwest. Not only is that going to be the case for this afternoon, that'll be the case again for tomorrow. Dew points will stay down in the 50s Saturday. We get a little closer to the 60s Sunday through Tuesday, but we really don't go much higher than that until Thursday, Friday next week when we get a little bit more moisture pushing into the region. But if you remember where we were just a couple of days ago, we were kind of maxing this chart out with dew points up there in the 70s, that very uncomfortable air. That is nowhere in sight over the next 7 days. We are going to stay very comfortable and not very humid, which is going to be perfect weather again to get out and enjoy any of those outdoor activities. Along with those lower levels of moisture in the air, well, comes a lower level for rain chances. In fact, goose eggs all the way through the weekend and into early next week. Not even really a chance for a pop-up shower. It is just going to be a perfectly sunny forecast. We'll see those rain chances start to creep back up by late next week, but even then, these chances are fairly small, so we'll have to keep an eye on that evolving forecast and how those could change between now and then, because this pattern of quiet weather looks to be settling in at least for some time. Speaking of the quiet weather, the cloud cover, again, you can see has moved out of the region from yesterday all the way down toward the south and east and stretching all the way back up through Minnesota is a lot of quiet and clear weather, which we are going to be able to enjoy again coming through the weekend. Your hour-by-hour forecast through the rest of the day today. A few clouds around, but again, no threat for rain as we head into tonight. Get ready for more cool conditions between now and tomorrow morning. We'll drop back down toward the 50s again early Saturday. Through the day Saturday, a few passing clouds, but again, that's about it. We'll see sunshine poking through those clouds at any point during the day, making for kind of a nice one out there again tomorrow. Temperatures that'll hover near that 80-degree mark by the afternoon. afternoon. Speaking of the forecast, let's take a look at the extended one here. Your 10 weather impact 7-day forecast. Sun and clouds all the way Friday through the weekend and into next week. It's going to be a great forecast again to get out and enjoy. If you're heading out there tonight, we've got the crew game that kicks off at 7 o'clock out there. Temperatures might even be a little cool for some people by the time we wrap things up, because we're going to be dropping toward the 60s by about 9 o'clock. It is going to be a great forecast for a soccer game out there. If you got the time, get out and take that in tonight. Of course, this weekend, we've got lots of events going on, including Pelotonia. That forecast for Saturday, if you're doing athletic events, it's hard to ask for better weather than this. Low humidity, cool temperatures. This is going to be perfect for those riders out there this weekend. And of course, plenty of sunshine, so make sure you bring the sunscreen as you head outside, no matter what you're doing over the weekend. Our forecast, again, remaining quiet all the way through next week. We start to see those shower and storm chances creep back in by Wednesday afternoon. But again, this is a pretty small chance as we go toward Thursday. Those chances also remaining fairly small. Not a lot of moisture making its way back into central Ohio. This may not change even until as late as next Friday, kind of beyond the 7-day here, when we might get some more moisture into central Ohio. But again, just a great stretch of weather to get out and enjoy. Even when we get back up in the temperatures heading toward next week, we're only peaking about 85. That's average for this time of the year. So we are finally on the more comfortable side of things here in central Ohio.
Love seeing these numbers, don't you?
It's perfect.
It's great.
It's beautiful out there. And I mean, even more enjoyable, the low temperatures on there, 50s, 60s, that means humidity is low, even all the way through next week.
Even better.
Yeah, you can't.
It's a full package, really.
You can't beat it. You can't beat that kind of weather.
Yeah, absolutely. And as you were mentioning, with so much great weather in our forecast, we want to take a look at some things we can do around our community this weekend. You're talking about it too.
Yeah, there's so much going on this weekend. It's Pelotonia weekend, as we said, the 17th year for this grassroots fundraiser to benefit research at the OSU Comprehensive Cancer Center. 100% of the funds raised go to that cancer research.
Artificial intelligence is becoming very common in our lives, so it's definitely important to use the best tools, and I think with the help of new technology we can get answers for some important questions that we couldn't answer before.
Yeah, breast cancer oncologist Aria Miriam Roy also told us the promise of this research is that it allows her to offer patients hope in the face of their spreading cancer.
If we identify those signals, then we can selectively develop medicines, especially targeting those signals. So this project will help us to identify personalized treatment options for medicine.
The Breast Cancer Research Foundation reports nearly 30% of women diagnosed with early-stage breast cancer will see their disease spread to other organs as well. Pelotonia's opening ceremony is tonight at McPherson Commons and North Bank Park in downtown Columbus. 100%, as you mentioned, of the percentage of funds raised go to the research like this. So far, writers and volunteers have raised $309 million.
Yeah, such a great cause out there, and again, such great weather to do it this weekend.
Absolutely.
So I hope they're raising a lot of money.
Yeah,
for a good
I mean,
cause.
millions. That's amazing right there.
And also happening today, it's day one of the Dublin Irish Festival.
Yeah.
This is a look at video from last year's event. It's over at Kaufman Park. There'll be a lot of entertainment and other things to get into. That festival starts at 4 this afternoon.
And if you're looking for a way to get to and from Dublin, the festival has ways to help you out. There is plenty of parking available, of course, with free wheelchair accessible shuttles. The festival also has an expanded area for e-scooters and a bike parking program. If you are looking to take a ride share, the festival also has a $10 Lyft discount code available for you. For a link to find it, also just head over to our website, 10tv.com/featured links.
I'll always take a discount coupon if I can find it.
Oh, yes.
And speaking of fun things to do this weekend, if you haven't been to the Ohio State Fair, you've got a few more days to do it, and the weather looks perfect again this weekend. There are still tickets available. It's not very expensive either. It's only $12 for an adult and $10 for a kid.
I'm so excited. I'm going tonight on Friday. So it will be, I went to a steer show supporting our morning anchor Jay on Wednesday. And so now I'm like, okay, I need to go and actually get some food, you know, check out some of the rides out there. So, and like you said, really good day to do that, really all weekend.
Absolutely perfect. Hope you can get out to enjoy it. Yep. And switching gears now from local events to some national news and the weather, and continue to follow those devastating floods from July down in Texas. The search for answers continues in those floods that killed more than 100 people in the Texas Hill Country. Hundreds packed the convention center in Kerrville to hear from county officials about what went wrong. CBS's Janet Shamlin reports.
Nobody came for us. Nobody.
In a room packed with heartache.
My daughter was not identified until Thursday the 10th. And the only thing that identified her at all was her charm bracelet.
Kerrville and Kerr County officials defended their response to the deadly flooding on July 4th.
We have nothing to hide, and we ask for patience as we work through this process responsibly and thoroughly.
Emergency Coordinator William Thomas, who previously refused to answer questions in public, said he had taken the day off and was home sick and asleep. Awakened at 5:30 a.m., hours after the Guadalupe River became a torrent of tragedy.
There was no visible flooding on my drive into the office, but it quickly became clear that the situation was escalating.
Meanwhile, County Judge Rob Kelly said he was at a lake house in another county, and Sheriff Larry Letha said he was sleeping as the storm raged and lives were lost. Lawmakers shocked.
The three guys in Kerr County who were responsible for sounding the alarm were effectively unavailable. Am I hearing that right?
Kerrville resident Vanessa Garza.
When you heard local officials today say they were either sleeping, sick, out of pocket at a lake house, you thought what?
I thought, what the heck is going on? Why the heck were they not there? And when I found out about what happened, I immediately went to that point in my life of dropping my daughter off at camp and maybe not being able to pick her up.
On Monday, it will be 1 month since the flooding. 108 people died here in Kerr County, including 27 campers and counselors from Camp Mystic. Right now, 2 people are still unaccounted for, including one of those campers. Janet Shamlin, CBS News, Kerrville.
And the other big weather story we're following are the wildfires out west. This afternoon, firefighters are currently battling fires in at least 2 national parks, including a 94,000-acre fire on the north rim of the Grand Canyon. Even more concerning, though, the fire is only 4% contained. CBS News' Ian Lee has more.
A dramatic fire cloud swirls over the Grand Canyon's north rim. In new time-lapse footage, the Dragon Bravo fire produced this powerful pyrocumulus cloud, spawning its own weather system.
The intensity that this fire is burning with is something that we have never seen before.
Fire officials say the dry winds, the landscape, and dense forests fuel this intense fire behavior.
It just means that the growth of the fire has outpaced our ability to contain new areas.
Late Wednesday, firefighters responded to the ash fire in a remote section of Yellowstone National Park. The Dragon Bravo fire was first sparked by lightning on the 4th of July and has destroyed more than 70 structures, including the Grand Canyon Lodge. Now another historic lodge is at risk, the nearly 100-year-old Kaibab Lodge. Last week, Arizona Governor Katie Hobbs flew over the fire-ravaged area. Hobbs is calling for an investigation after questioning why the federal government's initial response to the fire involved conducting a controlled burn. The local economy has been hit hard. The main artery for the Grand Canyon's north rim, Route 67, is closed for the rest of the season.
And finally today, let's check out some new video into us here at 10 TV. And we've certainly seen our fair share of lightning flashes here in central Ohio these past few weeks, but none of them compared to this one. This was a lengthy lightning strike they actually uncovered from back in 2017. New statistics shared Thursday by the World Meteorological Organization say it's the longest standalone flash of lightning that has ever been confirmed.
Oh.
Again, that's thanks to re-examination of the data there from the NOAA satellites. The video you saw to start with was from the Ghost 16, again back in 2017. Storm in the Great Plains fired up a lightning flash that took the record. Scientists say after taking a closer look, including advanced satellite imagery, they were able to confirm that this mega flash, as they call it, went 500 115 miles.
How does that even happen? Wow.
That's insane.
Wow.
Look at the stretch there. It goes from like western Missouri to like East Texas.
That's a big lightning strike.
Yeah, I mean, you think, like, you see lightning a lot of times in thunderstorms, and like, you know, it lights up the entire horizon.
Right.
Little did you know how far that
You never
horizon
think
might
about
go.
it, right? You see the visual impact, but not really, how lengthy it could be. That's insane there.
Crazy lightning
Oh
bolt
my
there.
gosh. And hey, a new species of stick insect weighing about the same as a golf ball has been discovered. I know, very. Why do I have the story? This has been discovered in a remote rainforest in Australia's northeast. An Australian university announced on Thursday. Now, scientists believe the winged insect, Acrophilia alta, is the heaviest ever recorded in the country, weighing about 44 grams and measuring about 40 centimeters in length.
Wow.
The new stick insect was discovered in the canopies of the mountainous wet tropics region of far north Queensland in Australia's northeast. 2 specimens have been added to the Queensland Museum's collection and to help aid future research. Oh my gosh, I would not even hold that.
Yeah, I mean, when it comes to like insects, like little bugs, they don't bother me. Once they start to get big, like you get like one of those big moths in your house,
yeah,
they're creepy.
Yeah,
that's creepy.
That's when you have to evacuate the home. You have to pack
burn
the suitcase.
it all down. Burn the house
yeah, exactly.
down.
Burn the house down. You see those videos, right? And they just kind of walk away dramatically from the house there. Wow.
So,
of course, it's in Australia,
yeah,
right?
I mean, they got all the craziest animals down there in Australia, the biggest bugs, the poisonous snakes, and now apparently the largest stick
And I
bugs.
want to check it out, but I'm like, man, when I hear stories like this, do I?
Yeah. I say, like, that you're driving on the road and that thing hits your windshield, it's taking the windshield with it.
Oh my God, it's going to crack it.
Total the car.
Oh my gosh. Good for them.
No, well, they can have that there in Australia.
Stay there.
Yeah. I'll keep here with, well, our nice weather.
I know, yeah.
Away from the stick bugs.
Exactly. Hopefully the nice weather doesn't invite them here.
Yeah,
we don't want that.
Hopefully not. They can, again, stay over there.
Yeah.
But, you know, we'll wrap this up with the end of our Impact show here today. Leave you with that creepy stick bug
I
video.
know, yeah.
But, you know, it's
Something to
not
think about.
creepy again. Our forecast this weekend, it's beautiful.
Yes.
And even though it is quiet, Chief Meteorologist Jerry Martz, he's still going to be tracking all the latest. He'll be here later today, of course, 4 through 6, and again at 11. Until then, you can find more online at 10tv.com.